going on, everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of the Trading to Glory. So we're picking up where we left off in last episode, except for one little bit of a change. It's our Matip investment. So if you guys saw our video on the top 3 investments right now to make in FIFA 18, you already know what this is about. We've picked up a few Matips because he's 83 rated, Liverpool, and Premier League card, obviously. And that card is not even terrible either. I think that would be used in the Weekend League. So everything about this card is a great investment because of the Player of the Month Mane hype building as we get closer to the beginning of October. But if you guys are new to this series, make sure to drop a subscription to the channel. Also, drop a like if you guys are loving the series. I'm loving it so far. So here's what we've got. We've got the Mexican League players that we're able to trade and flip for some profit. We were doing that at the end of last episode, and then also this Matip right here. We were able to get that for less than 4,000 coins right there, and then we've also got 2 more on the transfer list right here. We got this Matip for 3,700, and we got this Matip for 4,600. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how the prices are doing tonight, especially for Mane and Alexandra as well. Firstly, we're going to take a look at Joel Matip, and he's going for around 6,000 coins right now, 6,100. So that's over 2,000 coin profit on one of the cards and about 1,500 on the other that's still on the transfer list. That's pretty good profit for already, and he'll probably continue to go up, given the fact that he is a pretty decent card and that Mane hype will keep building. So we've got these Manes here. We got one for 58k. We know that we packed 2 of them, and we're holding them because he was less than 60,000 coins when we packed him. We went and picked up a 3rd card for 58k, and now we got to see what he's going for tonight. Now, it's still a little bit early to sell, I'd say, so we'll see what the price is tonight, but if it doesn't look like a crazy amount, but over 75k, that is promising. And now 80k. It looks like the cheapest card for Mane right now is 78,000 coins. So that's 20k more than what we bought them for and 20k more than what they were going for when we packed them. So this is a very, very good investment so far. We're getting closer to the point where I think I'm going to sell. Now, the big problem with me selling, though, is the fact that there's really not that many Sadio Manes on the market. As you can see, there's 1 page and then a 2nd page, not even a full 2nd page. So there's about 2 pages of the web app that have Sadio Manes. So that's a decent amount, but like not a crazy amount. That's still pretty rare. Given the fact that the cheapest one's 78k and it just went up, I think we're going to keep an eye on it. Let's see if that sells for 78k, and then if it does, I think we're going to sell one of our Manes tonight, and we'll hold on to the other 2, just depending on how I'm feeling, what coins I need to be liquidating. And then we've got our final card, which is Alex Sandro. We've only got 1 of him, and we got him for 60,000 coins. So if he's anywhere above 65k, I'm going to be happy about that. But unfortunately, looks like he's about 64,000 coins. We're going to add that to our watch list, get in on that current bid maybe. But Alexandro's not making us too much profit yet. He was about 70k at one point in the last 24 hours, so I'm going to wait till he goes back up there, take a nice 5k profit, and kind of get out of there with the Alexandro so we can liquidate and kind of make more investments. So welcome to episode 6 of the Trading to Glory, and let's go ahead and get started with the trading. Right now, I'm taking a look at Mane's bids right now. He did get bought for 78k. Now I cleared it, but his cheapest card is now this one, which is 80,000 coins. I do want to see if this bid will go up to 79k or somewhere around there. Right now, it's probably around 30 seconds, but if that one does get bought for around 78k, it might just sell for 76.5. I want to see if the person who doesn't get it ends up buying this one for 80k. And if that does end up happening, I think that must mean it's perfect time to sell, because the cheapest Mane on the market now is going to be about, the next cheapest after the 80k is, oh, there's another 78k now. So I stand corrected. That just got listed a couple minutes ago, but it would have been 81k. I'm considering, like, I'm just simply considering selling my Manes today. Now, we made a little bit of profit on Rojas there. I got him for 500, just a little bit of profit using the Liga MX method, but I'm very, very, very much so considering selling these Manes tonight, every single one of them. We had a discussion on the stream. I asked everybody to let me know if I should keep or sell this Mane right now. I bought him for 58k a couple days ago, and now he is up to the cheapest card being 81,000 coins, and there's really not any open bids at all anytime soon. So with that being said, I could probably list him for 80k flat. He'd probably get bought within the first hour. At least I'd hope so, if I got lucky. So 80,000 coins, that's kind of what I was shooting for when I actually bought the card. So now that it's there, I don't want to get too greedy with it. Although he might rise a little bit more. As I said, I do want to liquidate. I think it's time to list the first Mane card. Now, it's not a big deal because we still have 2 more Sadio Manes on our transfer list. And if this one doesn't sell, we can just throw it back in here. He should continue to rise just a little bit more as we get closer to the Player of the Month Mane and get closer to the full release of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and list him for 80,000 coins here. See if we can go ahead and liquidate that after tax. We're making about, what was that, 20,000 coins, maybe about 19k after tax, I guess. So pretty good profit on the Sadio Mane. And obviously we've got 2 more Manes right here. So hopefully, I'm actually really hoping this sells this time around. I've also listed my Alexandro for 67,000 coins. Given the fact we got it for 60k, it's only a few thousand coins profit, but he didn't go up as much as I wanted him to. Oh my goodness, guys. Mane sold within 60 seconds. That was ridiculous. I don't know what just happened there, but he was gone like that. He just sold really quickly there. So I'm going to go to my club real quick, take a look at what he's actually, how many coins we have in our club. So once I quick sell this, it should refresh it. We just went up to 131,000 coins liquidated, which is, I believe, the most coins we've had liquidated so far on the Trading to Glory series. Drop a like on the video for that one. I was not expecting him to sell that quickly. Now the question arises, do we sell all of them? And are they all going to sell that quickly? And what is the 81? The 81Ks are still there. I'm conflicted. I'm honestly conflicted. Do I want to hold on to these guys? They're completely fresh. Cards, obviously, I haven't used them. I think I'm gonna list another. If they're going for 80k, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Mane, you know what? That is enough coins for me on this card. I'm not gonna get greedy. I'm gonna go another one for 80k. As simple as that. I'm gonna go another one for 80k. I might hold on to the last one. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go and list it again. Let's see if this one sells just as quick. This is actually kind of crazy. And now that puts us up to 208,000 coins liquidated on the account. And we're still not sold everything. We still have a Mane, Matip, and Alexandro here. Honestly, I think I'm going to list it again. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the coins for him. There's no reason not to, in my opinion. I think we got to take the coins. And just like that, our 3 Manes go within minutes. Each one progressively took a little bit longer to sell. About 60 seconds for this one, about 3 minutes for this one, and about 5 minutes for this one. But they're all gone now. 80,000 coins for each card. And now we have the most liquidated coins on the account that we've had yet, which is awesome. And it seems like we'll only be going up, especially as we get closer to selling our Alexandro, who's our last big card on the squad. That'll put us at 340,000 coins. So we are doing really well. By episode 6, we're already at 340,000 coins. I'm very happy with this. Just proof you guys don't need FIFA points to make coins in this game. FIFA points are not needed to have a God squad by the end of the year. So that's what we're going for. Let's go ahead. Now that we have 280,000 coins, let's just go ahead and start browsing through icon cards. There's no reason not to. I want to start getting kind of a feel for how players are moving in the icons, because most people right now don't really understand how the icons are fluctuating. They don't know exactly where the prices are going to settle. So we can use that to our advantage as long as we capitalize and actually learn how the icons are moving. So we got an open bid for Schmeichel right here at 104,000 coins. That's baby Schmeichel right there. So we should be able to get on an open bid there and maybe make a couple thousand coins on him. That would be absolutely amazing. We got a Van der Sar with 9 hours remaining. I won't be awake for when that drops. Actually, I'll be about waking up at that time. About waking up at that time, so that's not too bad. But let me go ahead and take a look at maybe more expensive. No. Let's go bid price maximum 200,000. That way we might find some more deals through bids. We've got another bid here for Nesta, and we'll go ahead and add that to our watch list. So both of them within an hour should be expiring. Nesta actually looks like quite a usable card this year with over 70 pace, 91 defense, and then 85 physical. That's pretty solid. So I'm pretty interested in getting in on a couple of these bids. I'm beginning to get some cards on bid here. I'm trying to get a Delafeo. I got one of them for 4,900. I'm going to bid 4,900 again. As we did get one of them down here, 4,900. I'll be able to sell that on for about 5,700, hopefully. And hopefully we get another one here. That'll be a little bit of profit. So we just kind of got to find these cards like this. Delafeo, I think, has been really, really overlooked so far in FIFA 18. He's got pretty great stats with 93 pace, 87 dribble, 70 shot, 75 passing, and 61 physical. And he's also got 4-star. So for only about 5,000 coins, I mean, that's pretty good. So we'll go ahead and we'll take this Delafeu. We're going to leave that one because his bid went up to 5K, so we're not really interested in paying that much for him. But that's pretty good. Delafeu, let's go and take a look at his price. This kind of stresses, again, the importance of bidding on cards. Got a Delafeu for 5,300 there. That's pretty cheap. I'm going to try to sell him for 5,600, and I'll list him for 1 hour for now. I'll list him for 1 hour for now for Delafeu. So 1 hour at, oh, not 1,000. For 5,600, that would have been a lot of coins lost had I gone through with that. 5,600, 5,500, a little bit of profit. We'll go 1 hour there. And hopefully we can do that with a lot of cards. Went and picked up Nelson Semedo for 7,300. I'm just searching random cards that are going for between 5K and 20K right now. Picked him up. Probably be able to sell him on for about 8,000 coins, I'd say. So decent profit, not huge, but it's a few hundred coins and we'll take it. Okay guys, so this is the part of the video where you really need to pay attention. This is going to be our biggest investment throughout the next couple of weeks, I think. It's going to be based around marquee matchups. Nobody's really thought of it yet. And when I went and looked at the transfer market, I went to silver and I wanted to see every single silver that was above the max buy now of 10K. So what silvers pop up when I search this? Now obviously you got some informs there, and then the OP silvers like Warris, Thievy, Sao, and Fosu Mensah. But then you take a look down here and you've got Brosk, the only non-rare that is capped at 15K rather than 10K. All the other non-rare silvers in the entire game are capped at 10K. I'm wondering, why is Brosk the only one? Because he's not even that good of a non-rare. He's got 74 pace, no other good stats whatsoever. But he does play for Sydney FC. And when I think Sydney FC, I think marquee matchups, because that was a very expensive marquee matchup at the beginning of FIFA 17. So what I did is I went to Google and I wanted to see what the first game for Sydney FC was, or what the next game was. So Sydney FC schedule. And what you guys will see is that they play Melbourne Victory next, which is their biggest rival in their league. So I think that is why that card is so expensive on the buy now. I think that they're prepping already for the marquee matchup inflation, especially if it's one of the first two marquee matchups. Those are the marquee matchups that everybody has their eyes on and all the players skyrocket. But that's on October 7th, which is going to be in 2 weeks from now. So I thought, what is going to be the first week of marquee matchups? So I searched around and I found some leagues and some teams that I think are going to be in the first marquee matchup. So the first one I think is going to be Manchester City versus Chelsea. It's a big game in the Premier League. I think it's definitely the biggest for this week in the Premier League. Now, obviously the Premier League has pretty big games every week. You've got Man United versus Crystal Palace, but Crystal Palace isn't that good. Arsenal versus Brighton. Brighton's not very good. You got Liverpool versus Newcastle. That's a pretty big game. But I think Chelsea-Man City blows every single other game out of the water there. So I think that that's going to be a marquee matchup. Then I found another one in the Liga NOS. So if you go to the Liga NOS, you guys can see on Sunday, October 1st, you got Sporting versus Porto. So that's next week. Sporting versus Porto, that's two of the three best teams in the league, other than Benfica as well. So I think that's probably going to be a marquee matchup. Then if you take a look at the Russian League has a pretty big game as well. You've got, what is it? I believe it is Moscow Derby on the Sunday, October 1st. You've got Dynamo Moscow and Lokomotiv Moscow on a derby. So I think that will probably be a marquee matchup. And then if you go to the Serie A, which is the Calcio on FIFA, you can find that there's probably going to be a marquee matchup between Milan and Roma, given the fact that those are two pretty big teams in the Serie A. So obviously those aren't probably going to be the four exact marquee matchups, but it's likely that maybe 2 of the 4 would be. And if you prepare for all of them and you get it right 2 out of the 4, that's still a ton of profit, especially in the first couple marquee matchups. So what I did is I went through and I prepared for this accordingly. Now, I already picked up a ton of the players because I actually recorded this once and the recording didn't work, and so I'm going to have to re-record it here. But essentially, I picked up a ton of players and I sent them to my club. So as you can see, I picked up some locomotive players here. Denisov, I bought him for 400. Zapata from Milan, I got for 400. Medeiros for 450 from Sporting. Andre Silva, 450 from Milan. Then you got Ruiz from Sporting as well. Storari from Milan. We've got Emerson from Roma. Then from Sydney FC, I'm already prepping for that in a couple of weeks. I got Ninkovic for 350. Then we go down here, a couple more players from Sydney FC at 150. That's no risk at all. We've got ourselves a couple more down here. Sydney FC again. Another Sydney down there. You guys get the point. I've already investing in some of these cards, and I've also got a couple more on my transfer list as well, just chilling. I got a Zapata there, and I'll probably be buying more throughout the next week. But this is a huge investment, guys. You do not want to miss out on this, and also getting in on it before it really gets hyped up. We are probably the first people speculating this marquee matchup. So if we are able to get in and get these investments done, we can sell into the hype in profit. We don't even have to wait till the marquee matchups. However, I'm probably going to wait till the marquee matchups for most of them just because they skyrocket so much in the first couple of weeks. So I would prepare for this without a doubt, guys. It's probably going to be a pretty short episode here, shorter than the first few. Now, this video is going to be a little bit shorter just because I didn't have as much time to record this video. However, we got a lot done. We're investing in marquee matchups for the next 2 weeks. We sold 3 Manes and Alexandro, selling our investments from previous episodes. We made Matip investments and sold a couple on for about 6,700 and 5,700 earlier. That's already about 6K profit, and I still got a couple more on the transfer list, which are probably going to double in price. 350,000 coins liquidated, which is by far the most coins we've had liquidated on this account. I think that deserves a like on the episode. So that's it for today's video. If you guys want to check out any of the other videos on the channel, I'll probably link one at the very end. You can go ahead and click on it, or you can subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's go ahead and shoot for 269 likes on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace! Ow!